Hey all, welcome back to the 5 Minutes or So Daily Marketing Podcast. I'm Jacob Smith, Digital Marketing Specialist at Fresh Fuel. Today we're here with Parker Harrington, an Amazon and e-commerce specialist based out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Glad to have you on the show, Parker.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here, Jacob.
Can you introduce yourself real quick for our audience?
So I am Parker Harrington, and it was about my junior year in college when I found out what entrepreneurship really was all about. And I was originally a marketing major, so I kind of just combined the two. And since then, I've kind of just dedicated most of my life to it. And I plan to be working on startups and all those kind of ventures going forward. And I can't really imagine a life without it.
Brilliant. Today, our topic is, should my food brand sell on Amazon? We've got 3 questions for you, 60-second each, about selling on the world's largest online marketplace as a food brand. If you're a food brand listening to our show, hopefully today's episode answers some of your Amazon-based questions. So, are you ready to get started?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Question number 1. What does the Amazon landscape look like for food brands?
Okay, so grocery, the food brands fall under the grocery category on Amazon, and much like most of the categories on Amazon right now, it's definitely growing. And grocery is considered a gated category. So what this means is that there's a couple things you got to do ahead of time before you can start selling in grocery on Amazon. And it tends to be a couple of these things. You normally need to have a professional selling account, which means you're paying their monthly fee. You need to know your expiration dates and share those with Amazon. They're kind of strict on those. They won't accept product if it's within a certain amount of days of within the expiration date. And then you might need to show invoices or the ingredients on your packaging. And then most of the time they're looking for you to have an active address and contact information on your packaging just to be able to start selling in the grocery category. It's really aggressive with big brands, and there's a lot out there, but as with most things, there's always a niche out there.
So question number 2. Can you give a few examples of brands that are doing well on Amazon and give a little bit of insight into what they're doing well?
Yeah. So it's really uncommon for me with this first one, but with liquids, they're normally heavier, and with that, it costs more to ship them. But flavored waters and energy drinks have really made a name for themselves on Amazon. And then you've got brands like Frito-Lay, Kellogg's, and we'll throw Quaker in there. And what they really do well is they've got a bunch of packs, and they really sell their products in mass quantities. So it's not even just like 6 packs, it's like 12 packs, 24 packs, 36, you get the idea. So they do that. And then they set up subscriptions. So it just automatically shows up at the customer's doorstep every month, every 2 weeks, you name it. It's generally products with longer shelf lives, kind of like I was telling you with the expiration dates earlier. And then really, they're just selling products that are generally harder to find in stores or for foods that don't melt easily.
My big takeaway is that, you got to sell in bulk if you're going to try to sell online.
Right. You cannot have, or it's not possible to have too much in your bulk listing. Like, the more the merrier. People love that shit.
Question number 3. As a brand, what tactical steps do you need to take to start selling on Amazon?
Okay, so you want to plan out your inventory. You want to make sure that you have inventory stocked from the day you start, and you never want to let it run out. So Amazon takes a lot of thought into the sellers and rating them based on how well they keep their listings active. You want to secure a trademark if you can. And then if you don't have one, you can go through this newer program. It's called the IP Accelerator. And what you do is you go through one of Amazon's trusted legal teams to basically get the golden ticket of brand registry. And with brand registry, you're able to do a ton of cool tools, new tricks, tips, all these cool things. So you definitely want to look into that. And then you definitely want to have your photos ready to go. And you want to have all your benefits ready, written down so that you can just transfer them. And you want to start off hot on Amazon.
Sounds like a lot of work, but
it's definitely you put a lot of time in up front and you hope to reap the benefits later. It's all a momentum game, and you just don't want to lose that momentum once you get started.
So at the end of every show, we like to give our guests a shameless plug where you can share something you're working on, resources, your contact info. Got a plug for us?
Ooh, for today, I'm not going to give too much away. You can find me on LinkedIn at Parker Harrington. And I think that's all I got for today.
Perfect. We'll be linking that in the show notes if anybody has any questions for you. Thanks for being on the show.
Sweet. Thanks for having me.
And that's a wrap for today's episode. Thank you so much for sticking with us and tuning in. Real quick, if you liked today's episode, we'd love it if you sub to the podcast wherever you're listening to it and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. To get in touch with us and find more content, you can visit our website, which is nestled right there in the show notes. Have a great day, y'all, and as always, good luck and good marketing.